Bonjour, bienvenue dans un nouveau blog. On est au MIPCOM, oui ça se voit, on est à Cannes, il y a du monde tout autour. Mais si on est là, c'est parce qu'on va vous parler de la toute nouvelle série de AMC, Into the Badlands. Et pas la louper, elle est juste derrière moi. Et on a rencontré ce monsieur-là, qui est non seulement l'acteur principal de cette série, qui est une série qui mélange à la fois un côté post-apocalyptique à la Mad Max, mais aussi un côté arts martiaux. Ce monsieur-là est à la fois l'acteur principal, c'est à la fois le producteur exécutif de la série, c'est lui qui a réglé les chorégraphies, et c'est une série dont on a vu le premier épisode qui est à tomber par terre en termes justement de chorégraphie et de visuel. Donc tout de suite rendez-vous avec Danny Vu, qui est la tête pensante de cette nouvelle série de AMC.
You know, I was on board this project before we even found Al Goff and Miles Miller. I was brought on as an executive producer just to make sure the martial arts gets done well, right? So at that point I wasn't even going to be acting in it. I was just going to be an executive producer and I was going to be the martial arts consultant for the thing. And we were going to bring in our Hong Kong stunt team and everything to do all that. Because I realized how much fighting there was going to be involved, AMC required us to have 2 fights per episode. And then the first season is 6 episodes, that's 12 fights, right? Normally in a martial arts movie, we do 3 or 4 fights, 1 movie over 6 months, right? This is like, this season I did 10 fights in 4 months, right? And it's a lot to take on for your body. I'm 41, right? So I told the producers, we need to find someone that's 25, 30 that can handle maybe 5 or 6 years of this, right? So I stayed in the back for a while. I didn't really get involved as an actor until we were really like, okay, we need to find Sunny now. So we sent out the casting call and auditions came in, and we looked at a lot of tapes and we didn't find anyone, or the producers didn't find anyone that they liked. And so at the end of the day, they all looked to me and they're like, Daniel, you know this is for you. You got to do this. And I'm like, okay, let me think about it.
And you begin to...
Well, I started to think about, okay, how do I train for this? You know,
absolutely.
because I haven't done.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, no, it's a big challenge. And being a martial artist my whole life, I realized it's not an easy thing to do. You can't just say yes and do it. Your body has to be able to do it as well, right? So I started to think about, okay, how am I going to train for this? You know, I hadn't done a martial arts movie in probably 6 years on purpose. I was trying to build my career broader than just being an action star, you know. And so I had been working on other things besides martial arts, and I'd still been practicing on my own. But it's different than making a movie. You know, when we make this TV series, we're fighting every day, 6 days a week for 12 to 14 hours a day. You know, a professional fighter trains 6 to 8 weeks intensively for 1 fight, which is 30 to 40 minutes at the most, right? And then they're done, right? And then they can rest, right? We had to do this for 4 months straight, you know? So I had to get my head around about how to train for this and how to get my body ready for the intensive fighting that we were going to do. And once I figured that plan out, I realized, okay, I can do this. And so that's when I finally committed to the role. But in the end of the day, I still said, I want to audition for it. I want to make sure I deserve this role. I don't want to just make it a vanity project for myself, you know.
Voilà, avec tout ça, si on ne vous a pas convaincu de guetter sur vos écrans l'arrivée de Into the Badlands, vraiment, pour avoir eu le premier épisode, les combats, les chorégraphies sont à tomber par terre. Donc, à vous de regarder. Rendez-vous au prochain blog.